Hey, what's up guys, it's SirTagCR, and today we're back at it again with an unconventional, off-meta Mortar bait deck. We have the Inferno Dragon with the Musketeer with Mortar. Gotta love the Fireball bait with the Barbarians and the Musketeer. You got Zap bait and Snowball bait with the Bats, the Goblin Gang, and the Inferno Dragon. I love this deck for 12 win grand challenges or for pushing up the ladder, and it's relatively free to play. So check it out and let me know how it ends up working for you down below in the comment section. I'm gonna go for Barbarians in the back after seeing Skeletons. This is probably gonna be a 2.6 Hog Rider or 2.9. No, it's got a bowler. Okay, so when we're playing Barbarian bait with Mortar, we don't really like seeing bowler. So I want to win this game. Show him the 300 Spartans. He's got 300 in his clan, so we got to show him what's good. So he's also going to end up having knights. So he's going to have a lot of tanks right now. This will be a tough match for sure, guys. So I'm going to end up having to go for a Musketeer here. And then I want to go for a Goblin Gang Surround on top of the bowler, because I'm not going to get value otherwise. I have to go for Bats as well. And we should be able to clobber down the bowler without too many hits. He's going to get one hit on our tower. One ball. One strike. So Graveyard is one of the harder matchups for us for sure. Especially when he has a bowler and knight for tanks and a fast cycle with skeletons. So this will be a test, guys. This will be a true testament to the deck. Can we win a hard matchup like this one? He's going to go for Inferno Dragon, so we're going to rush opposite. Maybe bowlers. We'll go for an Inferno Dragon on top of it. Then we'll get counter push potential. Don't really want to barbs right onto him. I know that we're at least going to get one mortar hit. I can also Musketeer here to kill his Inferno Dragon because we have the tower support. We're going to get a good interaction. Fortunately, he's able to kite us opposite, and then I have to use my Goblin Gang. I'm going to have to drop my, I think, Barbarians, guys. I think Barbarians are the play. Could have minored with that one Spear Goblin, but I don't want to go same lane as him. I want to go Bats here. And then I want to go for a miner. I don't know if he's going to end up having NATO with this deck. He's got Boulder and Baby Dragon, so I'm a little bit scared of that. I'm a little bit hesitant. Very well played with those skeletons, man. This is a good graveyard player with a fast cycle. This is going to be a scary game. I'm not a huge fan of what's happening right now. If he goes in for a graveyard and distracts the Inferno Dragon, that could also be rough. But at the same time, I think I just Goblin Gang here. He's not able to poison that. Then I go in for Bats. You're going to kill the Musketeer, but the Goblin Gang shreds through. And then our Inferno Dragon's still alive. You're probably going to bowler, so I want to go for a Prediction Miner on that. He didn't go for the bowler where I was expecting. I was really expecting us to get that nice elixir trade. I'm going to go for a Snowball just to slow everything down. And Inferno Dragon versus Inferno Dragon, okay for us for sure. I'm going to go in for Bats and then Inferno Dragon of our own. I'm trying to just drop a lot on the map so he's not able to play a slow game where he just consistently gets that valuable poison on us. He's getting value, but not the most value that he would ever want in his life. Miner's coming on top. I'm going to go for a Snowball. Too bad I don't have Zap to reset it, so the Inferno Dragon's still running rampant. But if we keep a low elixir game, then we're going to be creating a lot of stress for him. And then he's not able to play the most efficient trades, and as a result, maybe we can break through and get damage. Super, super hard for someone in this type of situation to break through when they're down elixir and can't have enough elixir, muster up enough elixir for a graveyard poison, because otherwise I just get away with Bats or I get away with something that's super easy to defend with, you know? He needs to have enough elixir to justify going in for graveyards every single time. So the Muskie and Bats combined with Inferno Dragon should be able to shut down the bowler before it crosses the river. Another thing when you're playing against Graveyard, if they don't cross the river, they can't go in for a successful Graveyard. I'm trying to outcycle the bowler because that's the biggest threat. We also have understood that he doesn't have an answer to the Inferno Dragon, so really trying to make sure that we stack Inferno Dragons to cycle those as much as possible. Dropping a Snowball to reset to keep our Inferno Dragon alive, using our Musketeer appropriately to kill. And then as soon as his Baby Dragon locks on, we go in for Bats, and then we go in for another Miner. Playing this low elixir game, guys, consistently. The Miner is going to allow us to keep the Knight back, so then we get the Mortar to connect, one hit at least. So now we just need to defend this. If I defend this, I do win the game. So that's what we're going to be working on right now. I'm going to set up for a pretty solid defense. Okay, so him going in for that means that I can definitely just go for a Barbarian Surround, and then there's nothing he can do because he doesn't have a way of killing the Bats anymore. So we're going to go for Bats. He can't go for a Graveyard when you don't have poison. We can play super aggressive. And the Miner is going to get tornadoed, but it's okay for me. I realize that that's fine. I can just go in for an Inferno Dragon. I don't want that to get distracted. And then I can go in for a Mortar. So I didn't want to get distracted by any type of Graveyard, guys, because Graveyard Skeletons can be a very menacing threat to our plays. And I have to go in for a giant snowball to keep the Inferno Dragon alive, so we're able to get a better elixir trade. Our Inferno Dragon kills his because it's retargets on the muskie. And we get the last mortar shot, so we win the game. Very tough matchup, but we kept low elixir games, so he wasn't able to go in for a lot of graveyards, so we win. GG, and well played, man. I want to go sauce out a good luck against Bro Company. We're going to go in for a mortar to kick things off, see what's up, see what's good. And he's not dropping anything on us. All right, dude, he's going to go for Pekka. Pekka is not going to be distracting the mortar, so we're going to get a whole bunch of shots right out of the gate. Let's go, man. I'm going to end up going in for a Goblin Gang here as well. And we end up seeing an Electro Wizard. So when we see Electro, it's going to be a little bit scary for me. I just want to end up going for a Musketeer so we can damage everything from a distance. Not going to go for the Inferno Dragon because I don't think we have means to defend against that. Then I also want to end up going in for a Snowball so then we can push back the Bandit, maybe stop it from hitting us. I don't know. I know that the Pekka was not going to hit if we went in for the Snowball there, but oh man, that's unfortunate. I want to get the Miner down. Yes, we ended up tanking for one of the bats. Whew, okay. That was a lot going on. That was hard for me to even commentate that, guys, but we ended up defending. I didn't want to go for the Inferno Dragon because I wasn't going to be able to have an answer to the Electro Wizard in time, but we were able to defend everything here. I went for the Mortar up top because I wanted to make sure that the Ram Rider would end up going towards it, and if the Ram Rider went towards it, then we would be able to kill two birds with one stone, getting an extra hit because I'm so greedy. And we also denied the Mortar, or denied the Ram Rider from hitting our tower using the Mortar as a great defense for us. Usually I'm going to be trying to use barbarians, but in this situation that worked out very well for us. Whenever we see an Electro Wizard player, we know for certain that I'm going to have an issue against anyone that has Electro, and I have to kill that. I have to use my Miner, and I have to go in and be an FBI agent with my Snowball, and hopefully we can make it work. We'll see, guys. I'm going to go Barbarians right now, and I'm going to end up going in for a Miner. I'm going to have to go in. Oh, he went Bandit as well. So he's playing super aggressive and super well early on. I have to go in for a Goblin Gang, so after, yeah, he can't really extend that far with a Barbarial. That's good. Everything's working out pretty well. I'm playing this about as well as I could have. The one thing that screwed me was his prediction play with the Bandit. Got to give him credit where credit is due. That was a phenomenal play on his end. Going for the Bandit there, spamming. Just going to go in for a giant snowball, make sure that we deny Ram Rider hits. I'm going to go in for a Goblin Gang here. Oh, he's making predictions, man. He's making plays. Big plays only by the Bros Company. A true bro always makes predictions, apparently. And I'm going in for bats here. Might want to go in for a snowball. Not going to. I think that we're going to be fine. Our best bet is immediately going in for the Inferno Dragon, stopping the Baby Dragon. I thought he would go in for a Ram Rider, so I wanted to do that early. So then we have time for the Inferno Dragon to retarget. I'm going to go for a Goblin Gang off to the side, so when he Barbarels, he's not going to hit all of it. I'm going to go for Barbarians here, so then he just walks. Yo, the timer is shielding the Bandit. We can't even see the Bandit. I feel like the timer should be optional. Like, or just put in the corner of the screen, not in the middle. Anyway, we got that W. Let's go. Alright, we're going to end up going for a Goblin Gang in the back. This guy's going to end up going in for a Royal Ghost. Okay. He's going to go for Royal Ghost. I just want a Miner on defense. After we end up seeing Royal Ghost, this might be Pekka Miner, which could be a little bit scary for us. We'll see, though. We end up seeing Mega Minion, Miner, and Royal Ghost. I'm going to go opposite lane here. See if he has a tank. If we can bait out a tank, then I can Inferno Dragon it. That would be really good for me. I'm going to Inferno Dragon as soon as I have 4 Elixir. So we can shred that Giant and the Mega Minion. If we get one hit off on the Hunter, I'm okay with it. Okay, cool. Could also Snowball the Hunter, but I'm okay with that as well. I just want to conserve Elixir. It's only going to get 1 hit on us. Inferno Dragon's going to melt him, and he also drops a Zap down. So when we see Zap from our opponent, I know that I can go in for Bats and a Miner. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to keep up the aggression. The Bro Angel. That's his clan name. Alright, so we're going to draw back his unit, his Prince, with our Miner. I love dropping the Miner in the back for that reason, because then your units that are attacking the tower generally will get on top of the tower because they are, with the Bats obviously don't demand any type of response from a ground unit. So there's no point for the Prince to just sit there and be smart and try to tank for all the air units. It's like, no, I really want to kill that Miner. You got to focus on killing those air units tower. You have to wisen up. So it's pretty awesome that it works like that. I'm going to go in for a Mortar on offense, so then we were able to illuminate the Royal Ghost, so then our tower is able to finish it off. And we are able to get some Mortar shots or bait out another Giant from him, which is definitely pretty good for us as well. I'm going to go for the Inferno Dragon. We know he's going to go for a Zap. So I'm going to immediately go in for the bats. I'm going to drop them further away. I'm going to drop our Goblin Gang here, so then when he zaps, he's not going to be able to hit. Yeah, well, he's going to poison now. So the Spear Goblin will still stay alive. I think the Prince only gets one hit on our tower. I'm okay with that as well. Now I can go in for a Miner, and I can go in for a more aggressive Mortar here. You can't hit the Mortar right there with the poison, so that's definitely really good for me as well. I'm going to go in for an Inferno Dragon again and Bats. Separating them as per usual, super important. They did end up going together, unfortunately, but I can just go for Barbarians up top so he's not able to poison it, and then go in for a Miner, and we should be able to walk away with the W because the Spirit Goblins will be able to finish off the Mega Minion, and then we're just going to get this swarm of Barbarians on offense, just shattering his hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and was taking our tower and taking his at the same time. So yeah, works out really well for me. I'm going to end up going in for the Inferno Dragon here. I thought that was going to probably go on my tower. It did not. Don't even need to snowball that now. But I am going to anyway, just to make sure that his giant doesn't get a hit. That's not going to do anything, so I'm not going to drop anything. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Pleasure playing against you, Bro Angel. I'm going to go in for Musketeer on the left-hand side. We see guards. This is probably to be RG, guys. This is definitely to be RG. So, looks like his Fire Spirits are not going to be going on the side where he has his damage, so that's definitely good for me. I want to go in for an Inferno Dragon to maybe kill the Baby D here. Well, it's going to kill the Barbarian first, then it's going to kill the Baby D. We're going to see if he has a Electro Wizard or not. If he has Electro Wizard, this could be a little bit scarier, but we'll see. I'm going to go in for Bats here. I can just Mortar, and that should direct on the Mortar. We should be fine. I don't think that's going to get a single hit on our tower. Alright. I have to go in for Goblin Gang here, and we know he's going to Bar Barrel this, but at least the Spear Goblins are going to get value on top of the Mega Minion. Just going to go in for Furnace. We're going to see if he has Fireball or Lightning here. If he had Lightning, he would Lightning that. See what he has. Going to go for Barbarians here. Just going to split them. Maybe I can get some damage on the left-hand side. I play pretty aggressive here because he's going to end up dropping the Baby Dragon. We're going to go opposite lane to the Furnace, opposite lane to the Baby Dragon. Maybe we can get some damage as a reward. We get a Bar Barrel, and he has Electro. So, as expected, that's what he's going to have to kill our Inferno Dragon. But Inferno Dragon's going to run rampant on top of the Baby D. It's always good for me. Need to play pretty aggressive to win this game, I feel. He did use the Barb Barrel, so I can go for a Mortar again and then use my Goblin Gang. If he has Fireball, this would be pretty bad for me, but we'll have to wait and see. Go for a Miner now. And Bats. So he has no way of killing that. Obviously, the Mortar's not breaking through, but we're going to kill the RG, and we should be able to outcycle him with another Mortar. Musketeer on top of the healthier one. Healthier Fire Spirit that wasn't going to get cleaned up by the tower. See what his spell is. He's definitely going to spell that. And then I can go in for an Inferno Dragon to kill the Fire Spirits and kill the Baby Dragon. So this is working out okay. It's definitely working out okay. I'm going to go in for Barbarians here, and then I want to play pretty aggressive with another Miner. Doesn't have Baby Dragon because he cycled it earlier, so I'm going for another sequence of Bats. Fire Spirits are going to get damage on my tower, but the Barbarians are steadily approaching his tower, and if those Barbarians get on top, we could win this game. He's going to try to keep going in for more and more Fire Spirits, but the Barbarians are putting in work, man. I think he's probably going to go for an RG soon, so I have to get ready for that. I'm going to go Goblin Gang. Oh, wow, you keep going for that Barb Barrel on the Musketeer, man. That's crazy. If you get any damage with that Miner, we're going to be in a prime position to win this. Definitely want to go in for Barbarians, because it's going to make sure that if he goes in for an RG, he's going right into that. Can Musketeer on the other side, where it's a little bit healthier. He's going to RG right into us. I can eat some damage and go in for an Inferno Dragon away from my Musketeer, so he's not able to kill that with a big spell. Otherwise, the RG just dies to the Muskie, and I'm okay with that. And then I'm going to pre-Giant Snowball because he's going to drop guards or something on that, or a spell. We won. That was actually a really tough game, guys. Playing against RG with guards. Going to end up going for a Miner and Skeletons and Inferno Tower right on top. So this dude is 100% running the Miner Poison deck with Valkyrie and Electro Wizard. That's the deck. Has to be it. That should be able to get a lot of damage, and since he's going to go in for a Valkyrie for sure, right? He'll log if I drop Goblin Gang, so I don't want to do that. I just want to go Muskie. And then if he goes Valkyrie, I can kill it with an Inferno Dragon, and I have Barb still. I think this is okay, because he's not going to end up having anything for this, really. Oh, he's going to go Ice Spirit. That's going to get a hit. Oh, he's going to log now. All right, aggressive play. That was a pretty bad play on his end, because now I get a free Goblin Gang here. And then he has to Valkyrie. Then he's going to try to get back to Electro, but I don't think he's going to be back to it, so I can Inferno Dragon now. Kill the Valkyrie. He miners. Super aggressive play. Now I go in for Bats. That's going to be a dead Electro, and then I can go in for a miner on offense. The Mortar's just getting so many hits, dude. That's incredible. Wow, Kobe shots for days, guys. Alright, never mind. The Electro doesn't die, but we end up basically taking out his entire tower. So I'm fine with that. I'm going to go in for a Goblin Gang. And he pre-logs, but he doesn't kill it all in time because Goblin Gang got that buff, guys. Everyone thought it was a nerf because the delay of how it drops. But the Goblin Gang stays alive for so much longer, and it distracted the Electro Wizard there. Even though he did a pre-log play, he wasn't even rewarded for it, honestly. So he played very well there, but it didn't matter. I'm going to go Barbs because I have to. He's going to poison this for sure. I Snowball just to cycle. Him going in for that poison means I can just cycle a Musketeer in the back and face no repercussions. So it's pretty good for me as well. The unfortunate problem that we're going to be dealing with later on is I don't really have a I don't have a big spell, so I need to play super aggressive here. He's going to go for an Electro. No, he didn't. Okay. I was hoping that he would. The Goblin does get on top of the tower, so we are asserting some dominance here, for sure. I'm going to go Barbarians on top of the Miner. Maybe we can shut it down. I'm going to go for a Goblin Gang up top to draw everything back. So it's going to be a tough game to win. He should be able to outcycle me at this point. 25 seconds remaining. He's definitely got that tower. Yeah, he's going to go in for a poison as well. So he needed to do that poison. But we are going to get the Miner on top of the tower along with that Mortar. So this is definitely not a favorable situation for us. But we're going to have a little bit of a damage lead here. Tad bit of a damage lead. I'm going to go for higher Mortar so he's not able to poison them. Let's see what he wants to do about that. Miner again. Can go for Barbs in the middle because he just ended up using his Valkyrie. And then he also went in for a log. So I want to go in for Goblin Gang. And then go in for Bats around top of the Electro Wizard. I think we might be able to take the tower just because we played super aggressive there. But this is not a favorable matchup for us at all because we don't have a big spell. If we had Fireball or Poison, I think it's a complete hard counter. Like, we hard counter him, but it's just amazing how having one card makes it so much harder. I had to go for a very unorthodox approach to winning this game and just going in for units in the middle when he ended up casting cards that he shouldn't have, you know? Like, he dropped his Valkyrie and then we were able to punish him. That's what I meant to say. In a less convoluted way. That was pretty convoluted, but yeah, that's what I meant to do. Gonna keep going for the Mortar so then he's not able to kill it with a poison. If we drop it this high up, his poison will not reach. Miner comes down, and I'm just gonna go for a Snowball. I think we need one more Miner hit. Oh, we don't get it. But he's in this really awkward scenario where he has to keep dropping cards on top of the Mortar and he can't poison it. Because usually what you want to do against siege decks when you're running Miner Poison is just drop a defensive Valkyrie, soak up the damage, and then go in for Poison and Log to finish it off. But he wasn't able to do that. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Pleasure playing against you, one Alec. We got him, Chief. Alright, we got a game against Paulo. We're going to be saucing out a good luck here, see what's up, see what's good. Definitely want to go kick off the game with the Goblin Gang and going to go split that in the back. What do you have in store for us, Paulo? So he's going to go for a Baby Dragon. We want to rush opposite lane with a Mortar, see if we can get any damage here. Hey, he's going to have Golem. Okay, so we're just going to ignore that. No, we're not going to ignore it. We're going to go Muskie. He's going to kill the Baby Dragon. We're going to not suffer any damage there. Then I can Infer Dragon as well. We're going to try to split up the Musketeer and then Inferno Dragon. So that's why I dropped them at different placements. Just don't want to give them too much spell value. Should be able to shut everything down with that Snowball. Might only get 1 or 2 bad hits. I'm okay with that. Might have Barb Barrel, so I really want to bait that out. If he has Barb Barrel, I really want to bait that out. So then I can get a Goblin Gang for free. You want to Barb Barrel that Muskie, dude. You need to Barb Barrel that Muskie. Come on, dude. He's not falling for our traps. He didn't fall for my trap card, but he still suffered a lot of damage. Usually, most people end up Barb Barreling that, so maybe he doesn't have it. Might just have Snowball. Alright. So he Electro Dragon's in the back. When you see Electro Dragon when you're running this deck, it's not good news. Because our Inferno Dragon is our best way of killing the Golem. If we kill the Electro Dragon, though, that could be decent for me. Want to go Goblin Gang up high, so then the Musketeer is going to stay alive. So then the Musketeer is able to get value on top of the Baby D, hopefully. Kill the Baby D. Okay, so he does have Barb Barrel. I'm going to barbarians here because I want to make sure that I keep my inferno dragon for the golem. And now he doesn't have electro dragon, so I want to go for mortar. And when you cycle a 4 elixir card, you're not going to be able to get back to golem in time. That's just a simple rule of thumb. Whenever you have a siege deck and you see someone cycle a 4 elixir card, you can easily just go in for it. And you know for a fact that they're not going to be able to get down the golem in time to tank. I'm going to go goblin gang because that's going to be a lot of damage from the bats, and I can't suffer all that. So he's going to go for an electro dragon, then he's going to immediately follow up with a golem in front. I already know this. I'm going to go for a musketeer, and then I'm going to end up going in for a mortar to pull this. And I want to end up going for bats to end up hopefully killing the electro. I'm not 100% certain that that will happen, but that is the goal in mind here. I'm going to go in for a snowball, maybe to preoccupy the electro dragon. Make sure that our musketeer is still alive. I'm going to have to go in for barbarians if I want to defend this efficiently. He's going to spam me with electro dragon at the river. I can go for a mortar. That's too aggressive of a play, bro. Definitely too aggressive. Barbarian as well, right on top of us, and we should be able to win this now. Just because he went for that electro dragon instead of going for a golem, I think we 100% win now. He's going to go for a golem right on top, and I think we got it in the bag, boys. That was a close game. It was a little bit sketchy, a little bit scary. I would have had to play way more defensively if he hadn't went in for that electro dragon on offense. Feels really good that we got away with that instead of having to play a much more drawn-out variation of the game. But yeah, using musketeer and mortar on defense really can allow you to shut down golem pushes every single time. So yeah, GG, well played. Bang. And we'll see what we can do. He's going to snowball and he's got barbarian. So this is definitely going to be a tough matchup. We're running mortar, bait, and he's going to already showcase 2 phenomenal spells of dealing with us. That should eliminate that barbarian. So he should be able to get this mortar connection, hopefully. He's going to have Inferno Dragon with Ram Rider. So then I think we get 1 hit with the mortar. Yeah, 1 hit is pretty solid. I want to go Musketeer because it's going to give me a better counter push compared to the Inferno Dragon. So that's going to be good for us. Then I can miner with that Musketeer. It's going to poison early, so obviously I don't want to go for Goblin Gang. We also know he has Barbarian, so maybe Barbarian's on top of the Musketeer. If he does that, then I'll go for the Goblin Gang after. Because he's not going to have that in cycle anymore. He's going to have to snowball, and then we get bats for free. And when he goes in for the Inferno Dragon next time on top of Mortar, he's not going to have snowball because he's going to drop it on the Goblin Gang. No, he didn't do that. I was hoping that would be the case. So then I have to go for bats here, and then I'm going to go use my Mortar now. Because we have the bats protecting it. So he's going to go Ram Rider, and I'm going to actually have to go in for an Inferno Dragon to kill that. Musketeer's not going to do as well, so we should be able to eliminate it with only 1 hit on our tower. Could go for a Snowball here, just to interrupt the Inferno Dragon, and then get an extra hit with the Mortar, so that would be good. 2 Elixir for another like 200 damage, we'll always like that. Could go in for a Miner, because then he has to deal with the Spear Goblins that he doesn't want to deal with. This could be Tower if he doesn't have enough Elixir for that. Yeah, so he could have went in for a Ram Rider on the other side, but because we made him lower amount of Elixir, he wasn't able to do so. It's going to be a ton of damage with the bats, because he went in for the Ice Golem to tank, so that was well played on his end for sure. Alright, he's going to go Ram Rider, so this time I actually have to go in for a Mortar defensively. I feel like that's our best bet, and then I'm going to go Musketeer, because he's going to poison the side and the Mortar. Now I'm going to go in for a Giant Snowball, just make sure it goes opposite lane. I don't want that to go towards the tower that we're actually worried about. And I end up going in for a Miner, and then also Bats. Maybe he's going to Snowball this, we'll have to wait and see. I end up having to go in for Barbarians to counteract the Ram Rider. It's going to be a pretty good play for us. No hits, hopefully. Stop the Ram Rider, no hits! Shut him down! Unfortunately, the Lumberjack actually gets a couple hits on the left-hand side, but it's nothing really too serious because we got so much damage already on the right. He's already got so much on us. I'm going to have to go in for a Snowball on defense, I assume, if he goes in for a Ram Rider, because I just use my best way to counteract him. And that Mortar is actually to connect, so we will win this game. Can Snowball here, going for Bats. Snowball finishes off the game. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Pleasure playing against you, man. Dominance was asserted.